There we are. Hello, everybody. We're
Hey,
back. We're back
finally together.
together.
In weeks.
There's a song about that. I can't remember it right now, but it'll come to me.
What is it? The song about are you thinking of At Last? That one?
No, but that's a good
No.
one.
Okay.
Alas.
We're back together. Are you thinking of what's that
Throw
song?
me a beat. Where's the guy in the background with "We're Together"? No, like I think it was a sitcom, something about being back together, but maybe it was "Welcome Back, Cotter." Who knows? Who knows?
Well, now we're really aging ourselves. So welcome everybody. We are here, episode 12 already. We were just saying, wow, where is the time gone? We started this like May doing this.
Yeah, like it's midsummer. Like the summer's just flying by. How is summer there for you right now?
Well, it's 99, I think, today with a heat index of like $110 or something like that. How about you guys? I know you had rain and you needed it in Canada.
It's a cool maybe 16, 17 degrees.
I have to look that up. So 60, 50? I don't know what that is.
I have no idea. And I
Okay.
don't know what
We don't
99 is.
So
That's what happens when you put Canadians and Americans together on a podcast on Facebook.
I know. And we are not, even though we're unfiltered, we're not going to go there with the fires and the political stuff.
No.
We can't do it.
We're not going there.
We're not going
there today. No.
Guys, just praying for everybody in Canada. That's what I want to say right now, because I told Tammy today that I just can't with the fires everywhere. Do you remember when Australia was on fire many years? Like it went on and on and on. And one of my dear friends is there, and I just could. It broke my heart in pieces. So I feel for you guys. At least the skies are clearing up a little, though.
They're clearing up a little bit, and but lots of wind, which means more fires, and lots of rain, which is great. But the rain comes with thunder and lightning, and then the lightning makes more fires. So, but let's talk about something fun. I know you're going to tell me what day it is. What day is it?
I always look up what day it is, the day we do this, because every day there's something silly. Today is junk food day. So for all of you out there, who's watching? Let's see if anybody's watching. No, I don't see anybody yet. Put your favorite junk food, you guys. Don't think of calories. We don't care if you eat it anymore, because there's a lot I don't eat anymore because I can't.
Yeah.
But if we were 15 and we don't care, well, we're destroying our body. We don't care. What would you eat? If you could.
So funny enough that I'm going to answer this question because I had a conversation with my nephew, who is currently 9, and my brother. And today we were talking about fluffer butter. Fluffer nutter.
I was going to say, what's fluffer butter? Okay. Fluffer nutter. My mother did feed us peanut butter and fluff sandwiches. Yes.
What is it? The marshmallow fluff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I used to, as a 15-year-old, I would get white bread, layer it with fluffer nutter, marshmallow cream, some chocolate chips, sometimes some peanut butter. I would microwave it because, microwaves were a novelty back then. So I would have this warm, melty, gooey, definitely disgusting, and I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole today. How about you?
I can't even imagine like what that tastes like with bread, because the bread gets soft and then you put it in the microwave and then you're melting I don't know, but it's sort of a s'more-ish.
Yeah.
Thing. You're on the vein of a s'more, so there's that. Oh God. I mean, we used to eat like all kinds of Cheetos. I like the crunchy Cheetos. My sister liked the puffy. Like, you got to know your Cheetos. You like the balls. I like the crunch, super crunch.
Have you ever had Hawkins cheesies?
What's that?
It's a Canadian cheesy that is all the rage.
Cheesy. Is it? It's a chip?
Hard cheese, like a cheesy. Like not the fluffy ones, not the puffy ones.
So they're Cheeto.
Oh, Cheeto, yeah. But it's not Cheeto, it's Hawkins.
I don't know what this is. You're saying a cheesy. What's a cheesy?
Isn't a cheesy a Cheeto?
I never heard of it like
Put in
that.
the comments below, because here, cultural divide. Cheeto is the name brand, like Kleenex.
But we call everything a Cheeto. Like we say Cheetos when we mean the different kinds.
Right. But it's a brand, right? Like Cheeto is the brand,
Yeah.
but the actual thing is a cheesy.
So you're telling me if I Google cheesy right now,
yeah,
it's going to come up this Hawkins brand thing.
no,
Or is it a Cheetos going to come up?
Hawkins and Cheetos are apples to apples. It's the brand Hawkins and the brand Cheetos, but they both sell cheesies.
Okay.
There's also a cracker called cheesy, which is not what I'm talking about.
Cheese-It, not cheese.
Oh, Cheez-It.
Instead of cheesy. Cheese-It. The little squares, and they make the little ones, and they make big ones, and they make all kinds of ones.
Okay, listen, I need to phone a friend, okay? Alan, is it not called a cheesy?
Or Cheez-It?
No, in Canada, it's a cheesy. Well, they call them in the United States.
I don't know, but Hawkins is the unhealthiest snack ever invented.
Hawkins is the unhealthiest snack ever. But I saw our friend Mandy, who lives in California. She loves a Hawkins cheesies. So
we have them here then.
I think like Select, I think it's an import.
900 calories for a small bag.
900 calories for a small bag.
What? Like I heard this before, and I don't know if it's true, but the Cheez-Its or the cheese balls, like they come in a thing like this big, Tammy. Have you seen these cheese? Like,
yeah, ridiculous. And they're disgusting.
Oh my God. And I heard they're like one ingredient away from styrofoam.
I believe that because,
like
margarine is one ingredient away from plastic, like.
I didn't hear that one. That's good.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what are we putting in our bodies with the junk food? Like, the junk food today is not the junk food of even 10, 15, 20 years ago. Yesteryear. I like to use this term, yesteryear. So no, it's not the same. Like, if you look at the ingredient list of, I don't know, bag
of chips. So you're saying there was less shit in there.
Exactly what I'm saying. Now there's all of these. There's this wild guy I love to follow on Instagram because he makes fun of making these foods at home. And he's like, okay, we're going to make a bag of Doritos. And he's got his daughter there. And he's like, first, we're going to add the gasoline. I don't know. And then he's like, and then the next one is the ethanol. And then the monosorbate glucanol, formaldehyde.
I love that he's doing that with this kid because what is this stuff? We don't even know what it is.
Exactly. He actually did it with a Costco pre-cooked chicken. And I was like, wow. You just don't know. And once you see those things, you really can't unsee it. I remember seeing how hot dogs was made, and that was the end of it for me. I never had one again.
It's not even meat. It's not even, isn't it the crap left?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I recently just saw how sprinkles were made.
Oh.
Sprinkles they put on Sundays?
No.
It is nothing you want to put in your body. Like, once you see those things, and I think we have more awareness, but I also think they're doing things differently these days than they used to. And you know what is a really a great tool that we can offer anyone tuning in today or the replay is the Yuka app. Right? You have this on your phone?
I do.
Yeah, I love it. It really kind of tunes people into really what they think they're having maybe healthy is not so healthy. And it's a free app you can put on your phone. YUKA. Drop it down in the comments if you're watching for all of our replay watchers, and YUKA, and it gives you a rating out of 100 how good or bad something is for you. And it's fascinating because recently we have been, both exposed to this incredible new hydration drink. And of course, there's so many hydration drinks out in the market, and we're giving them to children, grandchildren, like it's like a normal thing. Meanwhile, you'll take a look at it on Yuka and it's 4 out of 100. It's like, you know,
Wow.
if you could give your kids or your own body something that tastes just as well, I think tastes better, that isn't full of all that stuff, isn't actually detrimental to kids or your health, and it was the same price, you know, easy swaps that you can make, because once you become informed, I think
You know what? Here's what I hear though from people. I'm going to play the other side of it for you.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm not condoning the sugary drinks just for no reason, but doing Instacart, I will tell you, I have my finger on the pulse of what people are eating and drinking. And there is hardly ever an order, ever, without piles of juice. There is so much juice. Minute Maid everything. There, all that. You go down the juice aisle, people. Just take a little gander down that aisle, and they think they're giving their children. You guys, it's.
What happened here? Did we lose power? Okay, no, I've got power. You still there? I think I better check out on Facebook what's happening with Kim. I feel like my podcast partner is Facebook what's happening with Kim. Oh yeah, she's frozen and I am not. So she was going to share. I think she's going to jump out. She's probably going to jump back in. Oh yeah, she's frozen and I am not. And she was talking about juice. And if you drink juice because you love juice, that's great. But if you're drinking juice or offering juice to kids because you think it's a healthier alternative than, say, sports energy drinks or pop, soda, whatever you think about those drinks, juice is just as bad, and in some instances, even worse. And I think, again, it's all about awareness. And I've always been fascinated because, you know, at the end of the day, the food industry is an industry, and their job is to sell you products, not to sell you products that maybe are necessarily healthy for you. But if they can put a healthy spin, and we see this so often, I'm just waiting for biding my time here for Kim to pop back on. They put all this marketing on it, right? Like, it's gluten-free. Does that mean it's good for you? No. You know, it's fat-free. Is that good for you? Not necessarily. We need our healthy fats, and often fat-free means higher sugar content. Sugar-free could be disguised, instead of sugar, as some other sort of sweetener that they can kind of hide on the ingredients label. And I love learning this stuff and going into a grocery aisle. And honestly, I don't know if you've ever heard this, but it's the outer aisles you really want to go to. And pretty much the only reason I go into the middle aisles, and don't get me wrong, I sometimes am like, I want a bag of Tim Tams to have with my cup of tea in the evening. I love those Tim Tams. But the only reason I really go into the middle of the aisles are things like pickles and olives and mustard and coffee and tea and all that good stuff. And of course, in the summertime, maybe a ice cream here and there. But even if you look at ice cream, speaking of it being National Junk Food Day, and I don't know if you've seen this yet, but you know those ice cream sandwiches? Oh my gosh, did I ever love a good ice cream sandwich? Please put in the comments if you loved a good ice cream sandwich as a kid. I mean, ice cream sandwiches, strawberry shortcake on a stick, you know, the pink with the crumble on the outside. Those were all some of my favorites. And now, if you were to buy an ice cream sandwich and leave it in the sun, I dare you to do this, it being summertime, it will not melt. It won't melt like an ice cream. It will actually stay intact. Like, what is in that? You could put that on the roof of your car in the blazing heat, and yeah, it'll soften a little bit, but it won't run like you would expect milk and frozen cream and sugar and all the stuff that we believe is in our ice cream. But when we take a closer look at the ingredients, not so much. You see all sorts of things that you can't pronounce. And, I feel like if you can't pronounce it, do you really want to put it in your body? It's really about like whole food, and these bars that they are pawning off on us as healthy. I don't think those are any good either. I'm just going to message my partner here because I'm sure she's trying to get back on. I feel like she must have either lost service or lost internet connection. I thought it was initially me because it's getting really, really dark here. Like the skies looks like there's either going to be rain, which I'm praying for. Let's hope for rain and thunder and no lightning because we want to keep those fires under control. So yeah, I don't think she's on. Son of a gun. All right. So if you have a trick other than reading ingredient labels, maybe you're going to try the Yuka app that we're both promoting right now. And you just did that for every product. So you could see, I actually took a trip to Costco the other day, and these were the products that I was looking up that said that they were healthy. So let me just give you an example here. I looked at this. Can you see this? This True Bar plant-based protein bar. And you can see that it's got a score of 42 out of 100. And it's rated as poor. And it tells me that the additives that are in here is, first of all, it's got 4 grams of saturated fat, much too high. It's a bit too caloric, has too many calories, 190 calories. But then it also tells me some good things. It tells me like the protein, the fiber, the sodium, and the sugar. But then what it does then go on to tell me is a healthier alternative. And what it's put in there is actually mine and my husband's favorite protein bar, which is the RX bar, the chocolate sea salt. I absolutely love. Just 4 ingredients. So again, it's about less ingredients. Even this Grenade protein bar is 54 out of 100, which is somewhat good. Cliff Bar, 54 out of 100. I mean, not great, but not bad. I did look at a particular flavor of the Grenade protein bar, the salted caramel, because who doesn't love a good salted caramel anything? And it was 15 out of 100. So, I mean, this is just such a great app. You just go to the store. When I looked up my coconut milk, oh, there's my friend Kim. She's back.
I'm back.
What happened?
Fun times. Fun times. Just fun times all the time here. Fun and games. Losing power. Losing internet. So I'm back. What'd I miss?
Well, I was just talking about the Yuka app, and I was just showing a couple examples of things that I've looked up, like even coconut milk. The one I use, 88 out of 100, says it's excellent, organic, it's good, no additives, no risky, low sodium. Like this app is just, I mean, even if people just started to, if they didn't know anything about anything and they started scanning the packages of food, I think that they would learn a ton. So anyway, we're talking about ice cream that doesn't melt in the sun. That's what else I was talking about. Like, have you ever seen those videos of putting an ice cream bar on a hot of a car in the sun in the dead of summer, and it just like
that's sad.
Doesn't melt.
Wow. Yeah, I prefer the Twinkie things. You bury a Twinkie 20 years later, it's a Twinkie.
Yeah.
Have you heard that one? Because it's like there's so much preservatives in the Twinkie.
I heard that it grew a Twinkie tree.
Oh my God, we're so bad. But yeah, I mean, you guys, there's so much sugar and so much crap and all this stuff. So yeah, that's a great tool for them to have for sure. So we did want to talk about, though, it's not National Libido Day, but we have to pick a topic, here and now, again, that is a little risque. So
yeah.
because I looked up a stat today.
Tell me, what was it?
Well, because this whole cortisol thing that I'm doing a lot of, and
Yeah.
the higher it goes, and you're suppressing the heck out of that. So, and I did want to find that out because I was doing an event with Scott last week, and somebody did say, "Did these PEPs help libido?" That's where I got this idea. So, and I don't know. I actually do you know if they help? I mean, it helps our cells, and we helps us feel younger. And
Well,
feel
I mean,
healthier.
I know our nitro helps with blood flow, which can help both men and women.
Yeah,
but I didn't know about that. I would imagine because, you're more clear in mind. And I think for women, it's so much different than men because like if I'm in a really bad mood or my husband has done something to piss me off, you can forget it. I don't care how horny I am.
It's mental because it's mental for us.
Yeah.
They can be pissed at us and still do it just fine.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And I don't know who's listening right now, but tell me if you agree with that. And, I've had high cortisol and, I mean, who hasn't had stressful times in their life? But it is a great way to release stress.
True. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so sometimes I feel like even if you don't have the desire or your libido's low, just do it anyway because it's good for you.
It is, but I have a hard time getting past too, some of that. But so, your libido of because you're, what, 10 years younger than me. So you got the perimenopause stuff going on, but, so where would you rate your libido? 1 to 10?
I would say like a 7.5, like or maybe 8. Like I still, it hasn't really taken a hit. It's different in terms of, when and if and all of this, but my desire is still there. Thank God I've got this good looking man in my bed.
Al, take your face over here.
He is, I'm just so attracted to that guy. So I don't know. I think like it's such an important part of a relationship that, I think in different people, if they make it a priority, regardless. And I kind of think of it like, you're not, even sometimes your libido is low or sometimes you're not in the mood, but you do it anyway. It's kind of like going to the gym and then you're like, oh, thank God I did that.
Well, you get into once you start, like it's like same thing in the gym, right? Put on your sneakers, go to the gym, you start, you're good.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get into the thing. But what if you're not in a relationship? Not everyone is.
Yeah. Well, I mean, still you need that release, I think,
Yeah. Yeah.
You're still going to have a libido, whether you have a partner or not. Would you? I would think so.
I would think, but I do remember the whole perimenopause. It just crushed it for me.
Really?
Oh yeah. It hammered it down. I wouldn't have mattered. I'm trying to, was it Jason? Just the crush. Cause I put up that picture of Sam Elliott.
Oh,
and he wasn't my,
no.
Oh, I was like, what did I do? I mean, I think Sam Elliott in that picture was hot, and I liked him back in the day, but he wasn't my number one.
Yeah.
Bon Jovi, because you know who Liz said, I love my Bon Jovi. And I'm like, oh, he's mine. He's definitely mine. Mm-hmm. There's so many, though. The parties we used to go. Did you guys ever do the one night stand game? You probably didn't do games like we did. We were crazy.
No, we did games, but I don't remember the one night stand. I don't remember things like this. Like I don't have a good as memory as you do.
Oh my God. This we did a million of this. It was so fun. But you pick somebody you'd like have a fantasy. Just anybody you want, dead or alive. So you would pick the dude right? Jason
Bateman, yeah.
So he's yours. Okay. And I got so many. I mean, Patrick Swayze and Dirty Dancing. You come on now.
No, never. It was never that for me. I like Johnny Depp.
I like him.
I like really more like I think that's why I like Jason Bateman now, because I feel like he's a little edgy, but he was cute when I was a teenager. Now he's like pretty sexy as a grown man. And I love Johnny Depp. I mean, he's not quite as aging as well as he could. But Sam Elliott, I think every woman on the planet, regardless of age, loves the Sam Elliott.
Well, some they were posting different things. I think I was different when we were younger. Like, did you put posters up? Because I did.
Oh, I had rock posters up.
Oh, like
I had band posters up. I was in love with Randy Rhoads from, with Ozzy Osbourne. So, but I was of the age of Bon Jovi and all the hair metal guys with the fancy. It's one of the reasons I was, I married Al, because he used to have Bon Jovi hair.
Did he? The spiked hair?
Not
or the mullet.
The long, kind of like my hair right now.
I want to see a picture of him with long hair.
He had permed, long, beautiful hair. All the girls were after him because he yes, honest to goodness.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Wow.
Yeah, the hair metal 80s. Like that's where I came from. So, it's no surprise I have this big fluffy hair now.
Well, anyway, I digress totally, but we'd go to candle parties and do all these one-night stands, and we'd hoot and howl and make all these.
No, you don't do one-night stands. You mean you play the game?
We play the game, and we have one-night stands because they would pick up. Oh my God, did it get really, really fun? And I think I talk a good game, but I got nothing. I really thought, and I remember somebody said, you find the right man, you'll get it back, and it did. It came back. So there's hope for you people. When you get to the 60s, mine's high. It's pretty high. Yeah. So I'm happy about that.
Yeah, that's
awesome. It's a sign of something when you don't care about that anymore, right? Don't you think?
Yeah, but I mean, there's so many factors. I'm curious, the people watching, because we are real, raw, and unfiltered today. What does it for your libido? Is it the person you're with? Is it just your natural libido? Is it always been, high your whole life? Did it, wane or waves? And, I think it's what's going on in your life at the time too, right? Like, if you're going through menopause and that is a symptom, and, there's all the other symptoms that go with it that make it harder, like the dryness and all of this stuff. And, try to talk to your doctor about it. And I mean, for doctors for decades would just be like, just get more lube. No, I mean, that's not going to make it enjoyable if you're not having a good time. Like, I mean, there's so many factors. There's the mental factor. There's the boredom factor. There's the, what's going on in your life. There's the who you're with and all that kind of good stuff. I don't know.
It's a whole thing. Yeah. We can't talk about that without having hours. Like, it's a whole unpacking of a lot of stuff as we kind of go through that. Lube is helpful though. It's a good another tool, like the yucca. You get the yucca and you get the lube. There's 2 tips you guys got for tonight on that. So, but the hydration, we were talking about this last night. I know you haven't tried it yet because it hasn't gotten to the Canadian. Has anyone had it?
Oh yeah, no, people have it. It's just I'm one of the people that missed.
You're lucky one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just can't wait to really feel that cellular hydration, like the difference in what that feels like compared, because I've never taken anything. Well, none of us have. This doesn't exist.
Well, I think it's another important point to talk about being properly hydrated, because I think number one, most people think if I just drink water, and I drink a lot of water, I drink half my body weight in water, probably more than, just because I like to drink water. And then, people say, well, put a little bit of pink Himalayan sea salt in your water because it get that hydration in your cells. But I would still get up 2 times a night at least to use the washroom, which is apparently not really how hydration works, that you want it to go in your cells and you don't want to be going to the bathroom as much as you're, bringing the water in, then releasing the water.
Because it's just going through you.
Exactly.
Essentially, right? That's what we're doing. Yeah.
Exactly. And I think there's a lot of products on the market. A loon just flew in front of my window and into the pond. And we had a lot of bird action today. 2 little baby ducks walked in front of me into the sauna, and I had to go call my niece and nephew, and we had to get them out of there. And it was a whole big thing. Anyway, yeah, we're learning more and more as we go that it's not just water, and then it's not just water with salt, and then it's not just water with potassium, magnesium, and sodium, that, there's also other things that help. I think they're called osmolytes. They bring the hydration in the cells. So it's kind of like if your cell is a room in your house and your blood is flowing through the hallways of your body, so to speak. It's kind of like you open the door to a room to allow the hydration to come into that cell. And that's what we're not doing. It's just kind of surface level, right? It's just going through the hallways and it's going through the body, and then we're releasing the water, and we want to get it in that cells. We want those doors to open, and there's certain products that help to open those doors to bring that hydration into the cells. So
it's fascinating. I mean, I didn't know this. And that's why Cassandra explained, our product developer, why when you drink that water, and I often have that load in my belly and I don't like it and it doesn't feel good. That's why. And I use Celtic sea salt. I tried to put some stuff in. I thought I was doing good, but it wasn't enough. It wasn't an osmolyte. The osmosis opens up. She goes like this at every cell, and there's got to be trillions. Every cell will open with this. So this is like, she said, the Rolls Royce of water products. And it doesn't exist. And she showed us that chart, and it was just like, wow.
I got to get that information out to the masses about that chart, because that's incredible. I think everybody deserves to know, just like they deserve to know that maybe an ice cream sandwich isn't ice cream anymore. In fact, it even says on the label that it doesn't even say ice cream anymore. It says frozen dessert.
That doesn't unfreeze.
Right.
It stays like frozen. Yeah. But I'm so thrilled. Like the way, when we think about a year, we've been around a year now. We've been on the products for 1 full year at this point. And I feel like my body has gone through like a big metamorphosis of internally that you can't see, but you get labs. I get labs. Those of you that get labs out there, it's remarkable what it can do, despite some of that are friends with me, that my nervous system's been wrecked. It's healing, it's getting back. But if it wasn't for the metabolic health, and that's everything. Metabolic health is everything. And mine is perfect with these products. So, but we keep getting better, because now we're going to get the cellular hydration. Yeah. And then when we get all that, I think it's going to make our poo, because we talked about poo probably the last time you were on. Yeah, that might have been the last episode. And then do
you think it is a topic that people, when they're 40 plus, talk about more often? Because I remember people talking about it when I was younger, and I was just like completely.
No way. I don't want to talk about that.
No. And now I just I'm talking about it all the time.
Yeah. We talk about, and I put up some reels. You might have seen them. And it's like something like 71% of people would rather have a root canal, a pap smear, stuck in traffic, do your taxes, than talk about poo. With your doctor. It's crazy. I've looked up some stuff, and you guys, we got to talk about it, because your poo is a result, right, of everything you're doing. And we now have a product that's going to help that. And I've been looking up stats on that too, because I have personal issues I've had. My gut's always the weak thing in my body. That's the weak spot for me, is my gut. It's in decent shape now, but I've had bouts and long bouts of leaky gut. So if any of you never heard of it, it sounds terrible, doesn't it? Leaky gut. It's not pleasant, but IBS, Crohn's. I mean, I'm looking up all these stats. Tammy, it's staggering how many people have gut issues. You talk about a headache. You talk about that like no problem. If you got cancer, you talk about it. We don't talk about that. Yeah. And it's something you can do every day. And I mean, how do you feel when you get a good poo? Come on.
It's amazing. You want to tell people.
Listen, Luther, who's sitting right here, he's asleep.
Your cat.
Yeah. You guys, you're friends with me, you know Luther. He's got his own zip code. This cat is amazing. He takes a poo and he goes screaming down the hallway, because he is so the same. Happy. Dogs do the same, because they're lighter and they feel like whoop, whoop, whoop. You guys, there's a reason for that. Right?
Yeah, exactly. I remember my dog going, and then he just did zoomies after, yay, and it's funny because one of my best friends in the world, She's a holistic nutritional coach, and she's one of the leading metabolic balance nutritionists and health coaches in Canada. And she calls it joy. She doesn't call it poop. You know, she's like, oh, you had your moment of joy. You know,
Oh, I like that.
I know, I like it too. And she's like, it's just absolute, it's absolute joy. And, you know, I think like after, I would love, it would have, if we had the foresight, all of us that are working so closely together and having such a good time here, can you imagine if every single one of us took us, we should do this moving forward. Anybody that comes on board that is looking to get healthier and make money while they're doing it, we should take a snapshot of them and then, you know, have it a year later. And then we have this big wall of everybody in, you know, before they started a year later, because you can see it every week as we meet and we have our Monday Fun Day meeting. And it's just remarkable to me. Like, even when I was looking at your arms, like, just do this right now for everybody. It's like,
it's not super impressive. But
oh, no, it is impressive. You are, I mean, you're over 60 and you've got such beautiful definition in your arms as a result of taking care of yourself, taking healthy products, feeding your body the right thing, getting the hydration. Like, it's so incredibly admirable. And I think that, you know, just doing these little tweaks and things as you get older and just having a little bit of like eye-opening moments, like maybe you had tonight about the poo or the libido or the yucca or whatever. It just, you gain a little bit, you gain a little bit, you gain a little bit, and then you end up like Kim knowing it all.
yeah, I don't know. But, you know, I came into this, and so did you. Our bodies were in decent health. But there was a lot that was not great, though, in my health profile a year ago. For real. I mean, it is so much different now. So, yeah, I mean, I've always worked out and done those things, but didn't have this. I mean, we have these different products. So it's refining things. But we are watching. I mean, when you were saying that, I can picture up on my vision board, like everybody, like just, I can, all their faces and the changes. And it isn't just the weight, you guys, though. It's watching them shine and their confidence and just the growth. And it's really a great place to be. The community itself. I mean, people, they're really leaning into this, and it's so special. It just feels so special here.
Yeah, it totally does. I know. I feel the same. And, you know, it definitely isn't about the weight, because like you said, we both came in with, you know, I think everybody's like, I could like tone a little, I could lose a few, you know, like, I think, you know, many people feel that way, but it's so much more than that. You know, it's, you know, getting older, not getting on blood pressure meds, getting older, not having your insulin start to spike. Like, how many people I know get to be our age, and that's when their blood pressure goes up. That's when their cholesterol goes up. That's when they start having insulin sensitivity issues and verging on pre-diabetic and all of these things. And, you know, there's some simple things you can do that aren't extreme to support yourself into maintaining, because who doesn't want to have a libido at 90? You know what I mean? Like, why would you give up the great joy? You know, like, why would you want to ever not have that as a result of not taking care of yourself, you know, like, which is, I think, what happens to a lot of people.
Well, you take care of others and you lose sight of yourself. And then all of a sudden you turn around and you're 50 or 60 and you're like, what happened?
Yeah.
And then things, and it doesn't have to be that way. I was sharing with somebody today that, let's see if I can say this right, in the right way, that we all, when we present these, we show anybody our products and they try anything, they are interested. As soon as they know the information, they're like, I've not had anybody, I don't know if you have, say, oh, now that I know about that, nope, I'm not interested. You know, they're not doing that. As soon as they understand what hydrogen water with L-citrulline makes nitric oxide in your body and the benefits, they get it. $3 a day. Okay, great habit to have. I can't go a day without that. That's one thing with that. But once you learn about it's not that, but it's like, okay, I want it, but there's ways, you guys, there's ways that we can start you off. For instance, like say it is the nitro. Say you can't afford, you want everything, you need everything, you feel like your body is falling apart and everything, and you hear about it. If you just started with that and you started feeling a little bit better, just a little bit, and you get the blood flow and you get a little bit of energy, and then you feel hope. There's some hope, and maybe the puppy goes down a little. So start somewhere, you guys. Start somewhere. If you catch this replay, and something I'm doing, Tammy, is I'm sharing with people a lot. I'm trying to pilot, and if anybody's watching on my page, anything about this, I need some women to pilot this with me and just have some get-togethers. You know, like cortisol conversation and cocktails. Let's just get in a few people together. If you care about your friends, let's talk about this. I have some incentives for anyone who wants to do that. I'm not married to any results. I don't care. I just want information out there of what this can do. I just want to get in front of people. And because you also know I have issues on this platform too. So I need to get in front of people in a different way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm that's what I'm trying to do, is get more people together.
And you know what? Like I remember once you were doing way back when you were going to do a blog or something of, and I was like, oh, that's interesting, because, you know, I've always admired you. I watched you walk and bring your own food to things. And you're really someone who other people can look at and go, I want to be more like that person. She's taking her health seriously. You know, she takes her habits seriously, because, you know, I will eat healthy, but then as soon as I'm on a trip, I'm like, oh, everything goes to hell in a handbasket. But you stay the course. Like you're very, very good at that. And if I was, you know, friends with you on Facebook or whatever, and we weren't working as closely and have the great relationship we do, I would be like, yeah, I'd want to hear that. In fact, just today, I just left a family get together, and one of the people there was just talking about like the hormone fluctuation and the cortisol and the age and the, you know, like people need support, you know, and why not take support where it's being offered? And I do think what we have here is special, because it's just a bunch of heart-led women that really just want the best for other women. And you know, I know there's men too, but really, like, we're here to support like-minded people. So
yeah, and
so I want to go to one of these get-togethers that people are going to do with you. I would.
It'd be fun. You guys reach out. I'm just let me pilot it with you, and I will make it worth your time. Get you some big. I got to look at this sample pack. Tell me you wouldn't want this. Come on, Tammy. This is for anybody who grabs my Friday at 7:00. I got a spot. Okay. It's just an hour of time. Okay. I got 5 little. You know what these are?
Ooh, yeah. Yeah.
Joy, you guys, all that. And I got, look at all this. It's 5 days of all kinds of stuff and gummies. And even it's a really good package, you guys. That's for the Friday night person.
That's nice. I want to be that person. I would do that in a heartbeat. In fact, I'm thinking that's a good idea. I should offer that as well. Well, it has been an amazing 12th episode. I can't believe 12 episodes. I think maybe have you done 4 without me? Have I done 8?
So
I don't know.
I think there's been like 4.
Yeah.
For them. But yeah, but that's okay. We're going to continue on, you guys. Follow us, put the replay. If you want any topics, we'll take topics.
Oh, that's a great idea. Put some topics down below. I would love to. What a great idea, Kim.
Tell us what you want to hear about. We'll talk about anything. Trust me, we will talk about it. Yeah. So we won't talk about political things. We won't do that, but we'll talk about all the other stuff. All right, my friend. We're off to our next meeting.
I'll see you there. Love you loads.
Okay, bye.
Bye.